Okay, here we are. We've opened up JamKazam, and we're noticing the orange tiles that say create session, find a session, jam tracks, musicians, bands, profile, and account. We're noticing the blue tile to the far right that says search, search bar, friends, chat, and notification. Also at the very, very bottom center is file manager. There you go. And at the very top of the Apple screen next to JamKazam is the manage. So now let's go to the drop down arrow next to your name and go to audio gear. Great. Now we're going to set up new gear. Add new gear. You don't have to watch the video because I'm doing this with you, so click next. Now it's going to scan. Look, it says checking gear. Now the drop down menu under audio input device, click that. What does it say? Yeti stereo microphone. There you go. Let's use that one. Now we're using that one because, say yes, we're using that one because the Yeti is also your audio interface. Okay, the reason the Yeti is so thick is because it's part microphone and part audio interface. Okay, so look, you have a reading here after your test results. Your latency is 10.77, which is common for the Yeti. Your I/O and rate and variance is within their acceptable limits. It's green. We would love to have the latency be green also and have it be like 4 or 5 ms instead of 10. But that's what the Yeti does. So that's it. It did it. Click next. Boom, there we go. So we don't have to do anything else on this page because you are just using a microphone. Okay? If you wanted to add another microphone for an acoustical piano, we would add another audio track and it would go through that same thing for the audio for the piano. If you want to add a MIDI instrument, you would add a new MIDI track and it would go through that same process, and it kind of does it for you. But you're only adding one mic. That's all we have to do. Click next. Great. We are also using this same microphone to speak on, right? We're not using a different chat microphone, so you don't have to do anything here. Just click next. There we go. Now play that button. Play. Hit play. And do you hear lovely little tones in your headphones?
Yes.
Great. And they're not distorted?
Nope.
Great. Hit pause and hit next. And you're done. Look at that. We added your gear on JamKazam. Boom. There we go. Close. Now, search my name up in the search bar. And connect with me. There you go. And you sent me a friend request. Now I'm opening up JamKazam. It tells me that I have a connect or a friend request from you. That is in my notifications. So I open up the notifications on the blue. David Wilson sent you a friend request. I click yes. So we are now friends. Okay. So now I'm going to teach you how to open a session. See, it's all so freaking easy, right? Go back to the home screen on the orange bar. There you go. You're going to create a session. Quick start friends. Boom. Okay. Your live track will populate. There you are. Now, under other live tracks, invite members. Choose friends. Choose me. Add and send or invite. I get a notice saying that you would like to invite me, and I say yes. Join the session. I'm coming on to your session. So now we are connected. That's it. We're connected. Okay? Your little red dot next to your name, next to my name, is if you hover over that little red dot. Boom. Now you see our stats. Okay. Now our total latency is 37, 46, 56. It keeps changing, right? Why does it keep changing? It goes up and down because you're on Wi-Fi, which is terrible, but we're just doing this test. Okay. So the total latency is still just 39, 47. Okay, not bad, but it will be a lot better when you are wired in. Your audio, my audio interface, you can see there, latency 4.2. That's my Behringer. That's great. Our internet connection is giving us high latency, 28, 23, 20, it fluctuates. It fluctuates because you're not wired in. If you were wired in, it would stay constant and it would be lower. Now hover over your yellow dot. That tells you your stats. Your computer is using 15% of power, 14% to do this program. That's great. Your latency is 10.8. That's not so great. Okay? You can't see your internet latency unless you hover over the dot of the person who you're in session with. And then you see your internet latency. Okay, go back to that one. Right. And that tells us everything we need to know. We are connected. It's not bad. We could, in fact, do our lesson like this, because I think this will beat Zoom in any case, because Zoom is 100 milliseconds of latency. So we're going to do our lesson like this today and see how it goes. But I really, really, really am anxious for you to get wired in. Okay? I want to show our stats, which are extremely very good right here. You are in Michigan.
Yes.
I'm in New York. We have 30 latency, 30 milliseconds right now of latency. That is fluctuating. You're wired in. Your latency is 10.8 because you're on a Yeti. Mm-hmm. But you are wired in. That's fantastic. My personal latency is 4.2. And yours is 10 something, but that's okay. Okay, great. I'm going to expand the video window. We're going to do a little of these exercises we've been doing to hopefully capture this on video. Let's just go back to here.
Okay.
And here we go. Ready? And.
Oh, sorry.
That's right. No,
totally forgot the key.
Yeah. Let's do another exercise that is scalar, so we have to move together in time.
Okay.
Let's come back down here and do okay. Perfect. So from the Is This How I Die on the second page, I'm just pointing around. I'm not playing the full accompaniment because I can't.
Is this how I die? Frightened like a child, lazy and numb. Is this how I die? Pretending and preposterous and dumb. How did I live? Was I kind enough and good enough? Did I love enough? Did I look up and see the moon and the stars and the sky? How long have I been sleeping?
That's it. Just wanted to record that. Thank you so much.
Yes.